Imagine a quiet corner of your yard where the noise of the world simply fades away. Imagine the profound serenity of a rustic Finnish farmhouse, its beauty forged not from expensive stone, but from forgotten treasures. The weathered whisper of driftwood, the quiet strength of moss-covered roots, and the vibrant life blooming from recycled junk. For 30 seconds, close your eyes and picture these spaces. A sunken fire pit reflecting the sky, a vertical herb garden born from a vintage washboard, and a veranda framed by the art of natural wood. If you thought beauty cost a fortune, think again. Get ready to awaken the hidden soul of your garden. Welcome, creative visionary, to Arkan Aesthetic Studio, your home for turning forgotten items into timeless, high-aesthetic garden masterpieces. Today, we embark on an exclusive journey to the heart of rural Finland, curating 21 stunning DIY ideas that embody nostalgia, calmness, and charm. This is more than DIY. This is design philosophy. If this unique curation of trash to treasure inspires you, then hit that subscribe button right now. And for the wider community of garden lovers, please share this video with 2 friends on WhatsApp and Facebook. To everyone who watches and shares, may your life be long, healthy, and filled with abundant, beautiful creations. One, moss-lined fire pit pool. Visualize the heart of your garden transformed from a forgotten circle of dirt into a wellspring of profound serenity. We begin with the sunken fire pit, a space once dedicated to flickering heat, now devoted to cool, calm reflection. Observe the exquisite texture of the stone and moss, salvaged from the earth itself, carefully laid to trace the pool's perimeter. The moss, velvety and deep green, cups the quiet water like a cherished memory held gently in the hand of time. In this tranquil mirror, the sky finds its double, and the vibrant life surrounding it. The simple wooden benches, the humble blooms of the pansy, are granted a moment of stillness. This is the Finnish mocky spirit made tangible. Two, washboard herb ladder. Visualize the forgotten passages of your home, the narrow, unloved spaces, transformed into a beacon of utilitarian beauty. This vertical ladder, resurrected from a discarded vintage wooden washboard, rises with a quiet dignity. The textured metal of the washboard, once used for arduous labor, now serves as a stunning backdrop for life. It is the perfect stage for the verticality of Finnish home cooking. In the ascending pots, the sharp green scents of dill and chives mingle with the cool air, providing both nourishment and exquisite aroma. The repurposed wood of the frame and the decorative, twisted root or twigs at its feet evoke a profound sense of continuity. 3. Driftwood weave planter. Visualize the history of the forest and the lake converging into a single, sculptural statement on your own veranda. This is the driftwood weave planter, an artistic interpretation of the Norse runes carved by nature itself. Every twisted root and bleached dry branch tells a story of survival, woven together not just to hold soil, but to cradle cherished memories. It is here, nestled in the complex beauty of the salvaged wood, that the delicate life begins. Notice the gentle fall of the trailing petunias and the bold color of the geraniums, offering a soft, vibrant contrast to the planter's aged texture. Four, cable spool wall trellis. Visualize a blank, uninspired wall elevated into a living, breathing tapestry of shade and structure. We harness the robust geometry of a discarded cable spool, its wooden spokes now serving a far more elegant purpose than holding wire. Sliced and fastened, the spool transforms into an intricate, radial trellis, a high-impact architectural feature perfectly suited for the simple, sturdy lines of the Finnish farmhouse. This is a project where industrial trash meets organic grace. The resilient tendrils of a cold hardy grapevine or the climbing rush of sweet pea are trained along the spokes, gradually weaving a beautiful pattern of leaves and fruit against the stark wall. Five, weathered tire portico planter. Visualize the entrance to your home, guarded not by imposing stone, but by a whimsical testament to transformation. This is the portico guardian, born from a discarded tire, a symbol of the industrial past now reborn in the elegant colors of the Finnish countryside. Through the simple alchemy of paint and cement, the rough rubber is given a weathered texture, perfectly complementing the rustic farmhouse architecture. Nested within its embrace, the bold spears of lupins rise, while the gentle cascade of petunias softens the edges, inviting the eye and the spirit. Look closer. The simple detailing hints at a delicate fairy spirit within the industrial strength. Six, ironing board window box. Visualize the heart of the farmhouse, where the light of the kitchen window meets the vibrancy of the garden. We take an item once used for quiet domesticity, the vintage wooden ironing board, and give it a second life as a charming, elongated window shelf. Its familiar, worn shape instantly evokes nostalgia, serving as the perfect pedestal for life to flourish. On this reclaimed stage, the cheerful faces of the pansies and the warm reds of the geraniums stand proudly, offering bright color against the simple wood siding. Look how the delicate runners of the strawberry plants tumble gracefully over the edges, promising a sweet, small harvest right outside your glass pane. Seven, Jar Labyrinth Water Garden. Visualize the calming presence of water, captured and contained on the smallest of spaces, your balcony. We create a jar labyrinth, a tiered sanctuary of tranquility built entirely from discarded glass. Each upcycled jar becomes a tiny, self-contained pond, where the light plays and the shadows of the surrounding petunias dance upon the surface. It is an ode to the cool, vast lakes of Finland, distilled into miniature. Beneath the waterline, we lay small stones and pebbles, while the bases are grounded by soft moss, anchoring the fragility of the glass to the enduring earth. Eight, Bottle Cap Mosaic Edging. Visualize the transformation of discarded plastic into a permanent, colorful threshold for your home. We turn the disposable into the enduring with the bottle cap mosaic edging. This ingenious DIY uses brightly colored bottle caps, once trash, pressed into rustic cement to form a vibrant, low-cost border along the front terrace. The result is a simple, tiled surface that instantly captures the eye and the spirit of renewal. The mosaic provides a sturdy, textural frame for the surrounding garden, grounding the space where the architecture meets the wild. Contrast the vivid, recycled colors with the warm simplicity of the Finnish farmhouse style. Nine, Bed Slat Privacy Screen. Visualize the intersection of your garden's pathways, where a sense of quiet enclosure is often desired. We construct the corner privacy screen from humble reclaimed bed slats, transforming the structure that once supported peaceful sleep into a charming, vertical frame for waking life. The simple, honest lines of the slatted would perfectly echo the rustic, unpretentious spirit of the Finnish farmhouse. This screen is not meant to entirely obscure, but rather to softly filter. We encourage the delicate tendrils of sweet pea or grape vines to weave their way through the aged wood, creating a semi-transparent tapestry of green. Shingled fence trellis. Visualize the ordinary boundary of your property transformed into a vertical canvas of texture and growth. We take simple decking board scraps, those pieces typically discarded, and cut them into staggered shingles, creating a rich, layered fence trellis that beautifully mimics the rustic cladding of a traditional Finnish barn. This ingenious application instantly lifts the visual interest of the fence, giving the structure a sense of age and permanence. The overlapping wood provides a perfect, rough-hewn surface for hardy climbing plants like hydrangea or the resilient grapevine to find purchase, weaving a living tapestry against the wood. Root-bound fairy pond. Visualize a secret corner of your small garden, untouched by the modern hand, where the raw magic of the earth remains. We craft a root-bound fairy pond ecosystem, utilizing the twisted, ancient forms of found root and twigs to naturally define the pool's edge. The pond itself is a shimmering eye in the landscape, lined simply, allowing the still water to feel ancient and untouched. This miniature world is a testament to the powerful calm found in natural imperfection. The rough roots offer shelter to the growing life, creating microclimates where fragrant dill and hardy herbs can thrive right beside the water. Windsor chair patio planter. Visualize a tiny patio where every inch must serve double duty, yet still maintain an air of cherished memory. We rescue the graceful lines of a Windsor chair, a piece of forgotten furniture, and dedicate it to the garden. By removing the seat and replacing it with a simple wooden box, the chair is reborn as a unique, elevated planter that commands attention without consuming valuable floor space. The upright spindles of the chairs back naturally serve as a miniature trellis, offering support for a small climbing vine. The distressed wood, painted in pale tones, echoes the calm aesthetic of a traditional Finnish sunroom. (13) Soda can metal bloom board. Oh, visualize the transformation of the most mundane of discards into a dazzling, dynamic border that defines your front yard with playful charm. We create the Soda can metal bloom border, where flattened, painted aluminum cans are meticulously arranged to form a shimmering, stylized row of metallic flowers. Each bloom catches the sunlight, creating an ever-changing display of light and color that is both unexpected and utterly captivating. This border is a celebration of resourceful creativity, turning industrial waste into a vibrant, artistic statement. The cool, metallic sheen of the repurposed cans stands in bold contrast to the soft, natural forms of the low-growing marigot. LDS 14 Wine Crate Herb PY. Ramid. Visualize the warmth and utility of the farmhouse kitchen extended into the small, intimate space of your courtyard. We erect the Wine Crate Herb Pyramid, a tiered structure built from the honest, marked wood of repurposed crates. Stacked ingeniously, these containers transform valuable vertical space into a functional, aesthetic showcase for culinary life. Each tier cradles the fragrant heart of the garden, the feathery plumes of dill, the sharp green of chives, and the soothing leaves of parsley. The subtle branding on the wood, partially masked by a fresh wash of paint, adds a layer of rich, authentic history, a memory of travels now rooted firmly. Tea Home 15 Ladder Gras. PE Arbor. Visualize the expansive backyard, where a humble, discarded tool is elevated to an architectural monument. We transform a vintage wooden ladder into the majestic Grape arbor entrance, defining a pathway into your private green space with rustic elegance. The ladder's worn rungs, once used for climbing, now provide the perfect horizontal structure for climbing life. The resilient grape vines, perhaps a cold hardy Finnish varietal, are trained meticulously to climb the rungs, weaving a canopy of rich leaves overhead. This archway is more than shade. It is a gateway, symbolizing the journey from the mundane yard into a cherished memo. RY Garden. 16. Baluster Tiered Plant Display. Visualize the often overlooked exterior staircase, transforming from a simple functional passage into a cascade of vibrant life. We construct the baluster and spindle-tiered display, utilizing the beautifully carved turnings of reclaimed architectural wood. These intricate spindles, once part of an elegant interior railing, now serve as the delicate, yet sturdy, framework for a vertical garden. The tiered shelves, supported by the vintage forms, cradle small pots of trailing petunias and the functional green of dill, creating a fragrant greeting with every step. The presence of the balusters, designed for support and safety, now evokes a sense of cherished history. (17) Distressed Picket Fence Border. Visualize the quintessential cottage garden, its edges softly defined by a low barrier that speaks of history and gentle upkeep. We create the distressed picket fence garden border by taking reclaimed fence pickets, with pieces often chipped and forgotten, and arranging them into a charming, uneven line. The pickets are given a light, faded paint treatment, allowing the natural weathering and imperfections to shine, instantly evoking the nostalgic feeling of a century-old Finnish farmhouse. This border provides a graceful separation between the pathway and the abundance within, but it is not rigid. Behind the rustic white lines, the towering purple spires of lupine rise in defiance. (18) Baseball Bat Garden Edging. Visualize the history of friendly competition and leisure transformed into a precise, striking boundary for your most cherished garden beds. We craft the baseball bat and cue edging, driving these smooth, turned wooden objects, once symbols of sport, into the soil to create a unique vertical definition. The gentle tapers of the cues and the robust shapes of the bats, now grounded firmly, create an unexpectedly elegant and uniform fence line. The rich, natural patina of the wood, punctuated by unifying painted tops, perfectly complements the rustic farmhouse aesthetic. Inside this unique boundary, the vibrant greens of lettuce and the crisp red bulbs of radish thrive. (19) Pallet with Carport Trellis. Visualize the transformation of the stark, utilitarian wall of your carport into a natural, breathing screen that shields and soothes. We utilize the abundant, low-cost material of wooden shipping pallets, disassembling them to create the pallet wood shade trellis. The rough, honest planks, simply arranged, form a massive vertical canvas that perfectly matches the rustic, unpretentious aesthetic of a rural Finnish setting. This screen's structure invites robust climbers, such as the lush leaves of grapevines or the resilient hydrangea, to weave their way through the gaps. Over time, the living canopy will soften the hard lines of the parking area, providing both functional shade and a profound sense of enclosure. (20) Laundry Dolly Crevice Garden. Visualize the tiniest imperfections in your architecture, the forgotten crack in a stone wall, transformed into a pocket of intentional, Pharaoh-like beauty. We create the Laundry Dolly Crevice Garden, utilizing the delicately turned shapes of antique wooden spools and dollies, once used for the humble task of clothes washing. Embedded carefully into the wall crevice using mortar, these small wooden pieces provide miniature terraces and shelter for resilient life. In these narrow ledges, we plant drought-tolerant stone crop and patches of rich moss, turning a void into a feature. The wood's intricate, almost clockwork patterns stand in sharp contrast to the rough texture of the wall. (21) Barn with Pergola Post Wraps. Visualize the grand structure of your pergola, its raw, exposed posts given the enduring character of a century of use. We conclude our journey with the barn wood and cable spool post wraps, marrying the robust structure of industrial waste with the rustic luxury of aged wood. The deep, weathered gray of barn wood siding is used to wrap the posts, instantly infusing the pergola with the historical aesthetic of a quintessential Finnish farm structure. At the base, circular sections of cable spools are repurposed as generous planters, anchoring the posts firmly and providing space for vibrant life. This final, encompassing detail harmonizes all the elements: the reclaimed structure, the lush growth, and the profound serenity of the space. As the sun sets on our Finnish-inspired garden tour, remember this one truth. The most beautiful art is always found in the simplest, most honest materials. Whether it was the quiet calm of the moss-lined pool or the rustic charm of the washboard ladder, we have proven that the soul of a cherished memory can be brought to life using nothing more than nature's gifts and forgotten junk. Now, go forth and transform your space. Tell me in the comments, which of these 21 ideas will you build this weekend? Until next time, keep dreaming and keep creating.